Alrighty, here's your Saturday lunchtime update, Andy. Since we were chatting last night, you can see I got the engine partially torn apart. I was trying to get the exhaust out, but those Allen head bolts would not move. What I did to the wrench, actually, yeah, I bent the wrench. I had that piece of pipe down there, I had that on it, and I was heating it up like crazy, and they would not budge. So I was able to finesse the intake manifold out and adjust the valves. On the rear cylinder closest to the firewall, the valve towards the top in this shot, which is the intake valve, was a bit on the loose side. I think I could shove like 12 thousandths in there. And the exhaust was around 10. And this one, the exhaust was around 10 and the intake was around 9. So I adjusted them to 10 on the intake and 8 on the exhaust. I'm going to see how that does. Since I've got everything apart in the intake manifold off, I'm going to show some rags in the intake ports and put the valve covers back on and vacuum this engine off and clean it up a little bit. Upon further looking, yeah, these mufflers are pretty well roached. And I doubt I'm going to find more of these mufflers. But if I do, awesome. I'd even be willing to pay for a set. I paid $150 for my set for the 79.9. As far as the deck goes, I found out why the deck is a little floppy around the left handle on this, because it's been repaired with aluminum block. Yeah, there. You can see there it's cracked on both sides, but the spindles are in good shape and the blades are tight and in good shape. Nose cone, it was in a million pieces. Get this junk off here. But I'm using Bondo glass to kind of reconstruct it. It's pretty ugly right now. It's going to need to be filed down. I kind of like the idea the previous owner had done for the bottom parts of the hinges. They had made some aluminum blocks, but I only have one of them, and I'm going to use that plate that's underneath on that deck. I'm going to take that off and weld the cracks in the deck and pound it back straight. And I'm going to use the aluminum to make another one of these that will screw onto the bottom of the fiberglass. And I'm in the process of gluing or I shouldn't say gluing, Bondo glassing the this front edge piece, which was broken free. Got that back in there, and I did take the Dremel and I cut all these cracks out. So there won't be any more cracks in it, hopefully. But I still have more to do. I would start it up and run this thing for you guys again. Oh, biggest thing. Completely forgot. Yeah, front axle's fixed. Easy way for me to show you guys is to pull this out of here. This piece here, where the welds are on the bottom side, on either side, they broke. And one of the previous owners, probably when his tractor was quote-unquote restored, they welded it, but did with some very crappy chicken welds. I call them ice welds because they were about as cold as you could ever get with a welder and still weld. So they broke free again. So I welded it on the top side and the bottom side and welded it as hot as I possibly could without burning through. So hopefully the front axle will stay in place now. And I did drive it on the trailer when I took it to work, and I'm experimenting with paint. Depending on the light, they show up different colors. The color on the right is Rust-Oleum Metallic Aluminum. The one on the left is Eastwood Argent Silver. There's the two colors here. The Argent Silver is what I used on the other 19.9, and I'm leaning towards that because that has a little bit more of a metallic flake in it. And I like that better because I feel like this metallic aluminum, it's just like, it's glorified silver. And I don't know how I feel about straight silver on this thing. So, I'll keep you guys updated. That's all I've got for now.